Rockets, it's that time of the week again for the Rocket Launch Weekly Report. I'm Wesley Brohl.
And I'm Jimmy Camalachi.
As you may know, last week we held our annual Judson's Got Talent show on the 13th of January. We got to see many different faces and talents that Judson students had to offer. First place winner was Nubia Williams. Second place was Cameron Ott and Jed Chan. And last but not least, third place winner was Justin Wiley.
Congratulations to our girls soccer team. Friday night they beat the new Brennan High School 5-1 and tied Madison 1-1 to win the division and take home first place in the Northside ISD tournament. Leading scorer for the tournament was Dallas Carranza. Also leading the team was senior captains Jordan Johnson and Rosia Carranza. However, last night our girls played a tough rival Clemens High School and lost 3-0. Congratulations to our boys soccer team. Our varsity beat Stevens High School 6-0 this weekend. Leading scorer was Octavio Ochoa with 2 goals. Our JV soccer team also beat Madison 4-1. Last night, our boys played a tough Southwest High School in a tough game and lost 3-0. On Friday night, our girls team played a big-time rivals from Wagner High School and lost 25-53. Leading scorer was Brittany Clemens with 10 points. Last night, our girls played Seguin High School and won 53-48. Congrats, girls. Also on Friday night, our game of the week, our boys basketball team against our rivals, Wagner High School. In one of the toughest games this year, our boys played in the last second and came out with a loss with the last second shot. The final score was 48-49. Leading scorer was Cameron Griffin with 22 points. He also went 14 from 16 from the free throw line and hit clutch shots when it came down to the end. Last night, our boys played Seguin High School that needed to redeem themselves, and they sure did with a 54-47 win. Once again, leading scorer was Cameron Griffin with 19 points. Congrats to all of our teams this week who came out victorious. Good luck to our Rockets this week and weekends that are competing. That's it for sports. I'm Tristan Hernandez. Back to you, Wes and Jimmy.
This week, I headed out and scoured Judson High School for the brightest and smartest for this week's edition of the Brain Break. My question for them was, what's the one mammal that can't jump? Let's see what they said.
A whale.
Yeah, look into it.
A whale.
A camel.
A penguin.
A giraffe.
I'm gonna say an elephant.
And I'm gonna say you're right.
A kangaroo.
A monkey.
A dolphin.
Elephant.
An elephant.
First, we have coming up on January 24th, the Denim and Diamonds Gala located at the Cowboys Dance Hall from 6 to 9 p.m. Tickets will be sold for $50. On January 26th, Judson and Wagner will be having cheerleader tryouts meetings at 6:30 p.m. in the Judson High School cafeteria.
Everybody loves free stuff, right?
Well, guess what, Rockets? You can register to take one state-funded ACT or SAT free.
The eligible test dates for the SAT are April 9th and June 11th. For the SAT, the dates are May 7th and June 4th.
So Colonel Grace, other than you, who are the other instructors?
Yes, there are 4 instructors here at Judson High School. Myself, of course. Then we have Chief King, Master Sergeant Netters, and Master Sergeant McDaniel. The program is to develop citizens of character dedicated to their community and to their nation. This is a citizenship development course. We're here to make better citizens for Converse and for Texas and for the United States.
Does the AFJ ROTC program try to recruit people for the actual military once they graduate?
The Air Force Junior ROTC program is not a recruiting type of program for the Air Force. We're here, as I had mentioned earlier, to do citizenship development. But if a kid is interested in the military, our program is designed to give him somewhat of a view of what he can expect in the military, he or she can expect in the military.
If any, what would be the qualifications for a student to join the AFJ ROTC program?
Qualifications for the program, actually we're just looking for good citizens. We're looking for kids that don't get in trouble, those types of things that can represent Judson High School very well. The first year is a PE credit, so there is a requirement that they meet whatever PE standards the district has.
Could a student be denied access to joining the Air Force ROTC program?
Yes, a student can be denied admission to the junior ROTC program for a number of reasons, but primarily it's students that have shown that they did not exhibit what we're looking for in the program. We generally try to give everyone a fair shake, so that if a kid is doing what they're supposed to do in school and they sign up for the program, we'll let them in. However, when people they don't follow the rules that we have, then we may not allow them to come back for a second term.
What would a student learn while he was taking the class of AFJ ROTC?
All right, kids will learn a lot in our program, and I'm very happy to tell you about those. First of all, we have an academic part where kids will learn about aerospace science. We also have a physical training part where on Fridays, one day out of the week, we take kids out, they do exercises, calisthenics, those types of things. And they do some running, but the majority of the time we do team sports, and they have a kind of like a free day where they're exercising. And we also have a extracurricular part, which is very exciting because those are our drill teams. We have armed and unarmed. We also have orienteering. We have a physical training team where people go out, they compete with other Army units. We have a rocketry team. They build rockets and they launch those rockets against other teams. We have a number of other teams. We have a marksmanship team where the kids actually get to fire weapons and compete on a national level. So there are a lot of things that the kids will learn in our program. In addition, we have that co-curricular part where we do community service activity. We do Adopt a Highway. We've done Adopt a Highway. We do campus cleanups around here. We are involved with the Thanksgiving feast. We do diaper drives. We do canned food drives and donate those cans to the local we donate to a local pantry. So there are a lot of things that kids will learn, but what they will learn is what their potentials are.
What does the uniform consist of when the cadets need to wear it?
Okay, the uniform. As you can see, I'm a retired lieutenant colonel from the United States Air Force. Every cadet there are basically 3 uniforms. We have a core shirt, which is blue, and the kids are required to wear that on times when we don't have our uniform inspection, but they have to still meet the grooming standards. The uniform that I'm wearing is the same as the uniform that they will wear. It's an Air Force uniform. It has everything that the Air Force uniform has. The only difference is there are 2 patches on it. They'll have a patch on one arm that talks about the Air Force Junior ROTC program, and the other one is our unit patch, talks about the Texas 91st Unit. But other than that, it's the exact same uniform that an active duty person would be wearing.
The student become an officer in the AFJ ROTC program.
How does a student become an officer? Well, we have a program where the kids have to go to what's called Summer Leadership School. That's generally a 5-day overnight experience. They have to complete that. They have to be selected. There's a selection process based on how they did in academics, how many times wearing the uniform, their performance in class. All of those things are added or looked at together. Also, were they in trouble in other classes? Because some teachers call us and let us know because they know the ROTC students and they expect them to hold a higher standard. They're then selected and they go to the Summer Leadership School, and then once they complete that Summer Leadership School, if they are selected for a job that they're going to do in the Corps, then they become an officer.
If a student wanted to join the actual military after he graduated, would these classes that he took help him?
Yes, if a kid wanted to join the military afterwards, as I had talked about a little bit earlier, this will give them a little bit of a preview of what the military structure is like. But in addition, if they decide to go into as enlisted, if they complete 2 years of our program, they will get 1 additional stripe after they graduate from basic military training. If they finish 3 years, they will get a certificate of completion, and then they will get 2 stripes after they graduate from basic military training. So they would not start off at the bottom as, you know, as any other person would. So there's a lot of benefit. In addition, if they go on to college, this 3-year ROTC program counts as 1 year of senior ROTC, going towards being an officer when they graduate from college.
If a student wanted to join next year who wasn't already in ROTC, would he have to come to you or go to the counselor's or administrative office?
If you want to come into our program, you actually need to go see your counselor, do put that on your selection for a course for next year. If you're a junior or sophomore, junior, or senior, you need to probably come by and see us first so we can talk to you about the program, let you know. It's really geared for it's really geared for 3 years, and you want to try to start it off as soon as you can in your freshman year. But we do have a lot of sophomores and so forth that come in because those first 2 years give you an opportunity to learn the basics, and then in that 3rd year you can actually become an officer and really enjoy the full experience of being in the junior ROTC program.
So thank you, Colonel Grace.
You're welcome.
Nice interview.
Take care.
This week's positive message is brought to you by Chloe Ramone and written by Ralph Marston. Don't lower your expectations to meet your performance. Raise your level of performance to meet your expectations. Expect the best of yourself and do what is necessary to make it a reality. Ralph Marston. That's all, Rockets. Stay classy, Judson.